Here we are at the GameX Mississauga, right here. We just set up. Let me flip the camera over and I'll show you what we got. So here's our table right here. PS2, PS2, PS2. Some of our heavy box sets like that Nino Kuni Japanese exclusive. And then we got here a Kingdom Hearts 2.5 box, a sealed e-reader, our Nintendo stuff, and then some of our heavies here. If you know what this is. If you don't, I'll let you know later on. And we got the heavy Wonder Swan stuff, and we got PS1 titles, Vita, and some sealed games. Today was GameX 4.0. Yes, GameX Mississauga. Another good one, right? Yep. Today was GameX. How was it? It was a good show. It was a pretty good show. Lots of huge turnout. Lots of people came. More vendors than last time, which is always good. The more vendors shows how much more busier the shows are. Now I didn't really bring a whole lot, 'cause I only got one table, because as you could see from the footage I showed previously, I only got one table, which was a mistake. Usually when I go to conventions I always get 2 tables, maybe 3, but this time I said 1 because I was thinking I didn't really want to bring a whole lot, but I should have just stuck to my usual. But that's besides that. Overall, it was an amazing show. Shout outs to Robin for putting on an amazing show. Looking forward to the next one. But now let's go through some of the pickups. I know this time there isn't really a whole lot of footage from the show and going to the show and actually setting up, because I thought to try this, give you a quick footage and then go jump straight into pickups at home. If you guys like this format, you can let me know. Let me know in the comments below if you like the more vlog style format. Just let me know. I'm trying a different format. Maybe, I don't know if you like it or not. Anyway, so let's get rolling into the pickup. I'm gonna start with let's just open up this box here. Actually, there's a box full of stuff here. Gotta pull a lot of stuff out here, because I got a box full. Alright. We're gonna start off with this lot here, which I picked up from the usual guy. There's a guy that I deal with, but not just me, but he typically wholesales to dealers, so every time I'm at a show, I definitely have to hit him up and grab some stuff from him. And so, yeah. Also, anytime if I ever need stuff and it's not a show, I've got his number. I could hit him up. So, anyway, so this time around, usually I'll go after Wonder Swan stuff, but he didn't have any because, well, he told me in the last show I cleaned them out. And so, anyways, I picked up some random mix of stuff from him. So we got here not 1, but 2 Pokemon box. Now, obviously, for anybody who knows how expensive and how rare the North American print of Pokemon box is. So, and if you don't feel like spending 500 to 1,000. Yeah, this is a cheap alternative, right? To get the Jap version. It's a cheap alternative in the sense of having it in your Pokemon collection. Now, there is, in the Japanese version, the big box, just like they did it in North America, but that's very expensive. So, he had 3 copies of those. I didn't bother picking them up because I know people who buy the Japanese version of Pokemon Box, typically they don't want to spend crazy money. They're buying it because it's cheap, not expensive. So, I picked up if he had more of these, I would have picked up more. He only had 2. Did he only have 2? No, he only had 2, so yeah. Anyhow, next we got here Ranma Half. Now this one, I don't know. I picked it up originally for my personal collection because I have a loose cart of Ranma Half. So I want to, because for cartridge-based games, I like both loose and complete. Because what I like to do is play the loose cart and display the complete in box. But then when I brought it home, I was like, I don't know if I want to keep it. So this one may or may not be up in the store. You could check out my shop's Instagram, Retromania_video games. If you see this in the post, then you know it went to the shop. If you don't see it in the post, well, it went to the collection. And we got a whole slew of Dragon Ball games. Yep. He had a lot more Dragon Ball Z games. Just a few of them, he had them priced a little bit more, which I understand because like these ones, he had a whole bunch of them. Like these, he had maybe like 4 or 5 copies of each one of them. The ones that were a hell of a lot more expensive, he had maybe 1, max 2 copies of. So I was debating, but then I said, because I didn't want to go crazy and then just have a ton of Dragon Ball Z. Now don't get me wrong, Dragon Ball Z games sell well. They sell good. I've had the Dragon Ball Z games in the past on Famicom and Super Famicom. As soon as I post them up, people ask, "Oh, is this available? Do you have that? Do you have it?" And I'll have to tell them, sold, because it'll immediately sell within like 3-4 days. Now, obviously, granted, loose carts, $10. That's cheap. Obviously, there's a lot more loose card collectors. I get it. But I was like, do I really want to go ham and buy him out on all of his Dragon Ball Z games? I was like, not right now. But maybe later on when I reopen the store, maybe. Because, by the way, hint, there's There'll be later videos when more information comes around, you'll know. But yeah, whenever that happens, maybe I'll buy out his Dragon Ball stuff. I don't know. But let's just go through them one by one. We got number 3. We got number 8. 13. 22. And yes, you're seeing these numbers correctly. 31. There was a lot of Dragon Ball Z games that were released on Famicom and Super Famicom, and even Game Boy and Game Boy Advance in Japan that we never ever got. Like, we actually never got any NES game. Well, we did, but it was a Dragon Fighter. Different game, but still similar. And we never got anything on the Super Nintendo. We started on the PS1 here, and then Game Boy Advance. Was it Advance or Color? No, Game Boy Advance. So we kind of got Dragon Ball games late. But if you take a look, this is just a handful. Think about it. Number 31. They've had so much. Like, I can go on and make a video about all the different Dragon Ball Z games. Anyways, next we got some Sailor Moon games. We got Sailor Moon R. Oh yeah, they also got a tons of Sailor Moon games from Super Famicom, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I don't know if they also got PS1 games too. I don't know how many we got, but yeah. That. And then I have no idea which Sailor Moon game this is. I just picked this up because it's Sailor Moon. He had another Sailor Moon game, which I was thinking of picking up, but then I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna spend $150 on a Sailor Moon game. I don't think so. So that's where well, again, as I state, whenever I reopen the store, maybe I'll go in the more higher end because then I'll have the clientele. If you kind of get the drift. Anyways, next we move into some Game Boy. Oh wait, before we get into Game Boy, we got one Famicom Dragon Ball Z game. Yeah, I forgot to show this one off. A Famicom Dragon Ball Z game. Then we got two Game Boy Color games. He had all the Yu-Gi-Oh games. Like literally, he had 1, 2, 3, and 4. Because if you look at it, number 2 and number 1. Now, I was tempted to pick up 3 and 4, but the price was kind of high, in my opinion. Now, granted, was it high? No. It's just, I don't think people are going to pay, like, $60, $70 for Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh games. Because most of the people buying the Yu-Gi-Oh games are not actually gamers. They're gamers who love Yu-Gi-Oh more than gaming, and most of the Yu-Gi-Oh players here don't care so much about the Japanese cards and stuff. So that's where I was like, I don't think they would spend the big bucks. But then again, I could be wrong, and I should have been like, I'll take them, because he only had one of each. So I should have been like, screw it, I'll take it. But I don't know. You know the old saying in business, no risk, no reward, right? I don't know. And then we picked up not one, but two Master Quest. Yep, Master Quest on the 64. Which we never got this game on the 64. It was a Japanese exclusive. We got it on the GameCube. And yeah, boy is that ridiculously expensive. But yeah, two of them. Now, he said he had a whole lot of 64 games and there was only a few left. And when I picked these up, he said he had more of these. If I would have picked up earlier, which I would, with him, I like to wait till the end, near the end of the day, because I like to make my sales, know where my sales are at, anyways, and then from there, gauge how much I'm spending. But if I picked up earlier, I might have had maybe 4 or 5 copies, because I would have bought them out. Anyways, next. We got here. Not 1, not 2, but 3. Here comes the pain. 1, 2, and 3. We got 3 copies of SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. This is a very great game and a very good series. Yeah, I just happened to see them and I snagged them. Got a good deal on them, so yeah, why not? Getting a good deal? Sure. Now I've got one. I don't even know how many I've got in stock. But yeah. Yeah, I probably got 4 or 5 in stock now, but yeah, they sell pretty well. Oh, and then I also picked up Scarface. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of Scarface in stock as well. Scarface is a great game that sells on the PS2, so anytime I can get a good deal on Scarface, I gotta pick it up. And then, Now we got Alright, so there's 3 games here. Worked out a trade. One of the vendors wanted Final Fight Complete in Box on SNES. And I shot him a price. He was debating. I said, why don't we just do a trade? He's like, alright, deal. So in the trade for Final Fight Complete, I got Knights in the Nightmare, Battle Hunter, and this. Well, I wasn't thinking about this one specifically, but he pulled it out and he goes, this is a good one, a really good one if you're looking for good RPGs and stuff. And I was like, well, I did sell 2, so yeah, that's Parasite Eve. Yeah, I did. I sold 2 copies of this already, so I was like, heck, I should be grabbing more. Alright. Alright, and then here's another deal I worked out with my boy Gabe. He hooked it up pretty well with this deal. He really did hook it up. There was more stuff I wouldn't mind picking up from Gabe, but I was like, I could hold off. It's not gonna be the end of the world, you know. But this is what I ended up taking, which is Super Paper Mario. I was looking at more of his Wii stuff, seeing, okay, maybe I can grab a few more Wii stuff, but I was like, So we got Super Paper Mario. We got Skate 3 on the PS3. I was actually surprised with Skate 3 because last time I had Skate 3, people were highly interested in this game. So I was like, you know what? I need to restock this. We got GoldenEye Reloaded. So really good. Really good version of GoldenEye if you haven't played it. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection. I know a lot of people dog on the HD collection for a lot of the PS2 games on the PS3. It's understandable because the coding and the system was different, but it's still nonetheless a good HD collection to have in your collection if you're a Metal Gear Solid fan. And then these 2 are going into the personal collection. We got Game of Thrones, which luckily this is not the Telltale games on the PS4, because God, I hate Telltale games. Not saying they're bad, just saying they're not for me. And then I've been looking for this game forever. Like, I could not find this game anywhere, and he had it and he hooked it up. Like, Kiwi on the Switch. Because I know I saw this last year's E3 and I was on the hunt. I asked Walmart, I asked Best Buy, I looked in EV Games, I asked Game Experts. I don't know what the situation was with this, but I feel like maybe it was like not everybody wanted to order this. I don't know, but finally I scored Kiwi. And then also in the morning right before we started the show, Gabe pulled this out, an original Legend of Zelda Game & Watch. Yeah, now he told me it works perfectly fine. It's just he took the batteries out because he didn't want it to corrode. I trust him, obviously. Gabe ain't gonna bullshit. He ain't gonna lie. And I understand. A lot of people do take batteries out. Because he told me it works fine, everything. He gave me a good deal on it. I couldn't pass it up. Like, an original Game & Watch. Come on. Zelda. Yeah. And then one of my old customers from my old market, he was at the show. He had a bunch of different Wii games for sale. I was at Gabe's booth when we were doing the deal. I took the Mario Kart. Got a good deal on Mario Kart, because Mario Kart Wii always sells, because it's one of the more popular Mario Karts. You got Double Dash, Wii, and 8. Those are like the really popular Mario Kart games. And then you also have Mario Kart 64. But as far as not collector-wise, but as far as people who just want to sit down and play, you've got Double Dash, Wii, and 8. Those are the big ones. So, yeah, I picked up Mario Kart Wii. He had a few other games. I passed on those. So, I don't know if Gabe decided to jump on those, but I passed on those. And then lastly, from Game Experts, we got a good deal from Game Experts. Yeah, these are a few games. There was a few games I put aside, and then they ended up working out a deal because I had some credit. So he goes, these are the better ones I should take, because they only really had one of them, and they've only ever had one of them, like they said. So we got here the House of the Dead remake, limited edition. I heard a lot of good things about the remake, so I knew a lot of people were going to be really interested in it. And we got here a XSEED game, Hero Land, sealed. It's XSEED. When has XSEED ever made a bad game? There'll be people that'll go nuts for it. I'm pretty sure, because there's a lot of XSEED collectors out there. And then lastly, we picked up this from Game Experts. This is from a couple of people. They said it's going to end up becoming rare, because it's a Japanese exclusive Switch game, and it's the collector's big box edition, which is Cotton, or Superlative Night Dreams Cotton, Rock and Roll, 30th anniversary. Yeah. Now, if you guys know what this is, you know what it is. Anyways, yeah, a lot of people are saying this is gonna be pretty rare because mostly because of the figure, which doesn't surprise me. A lot of people will probably just buy just the game, not so much the figure and game. And some others will buy this, sell the figure, make the game less than what the games retail for. So I could see it. Now this for anybody who's gonna buy this and looking not to open it, it's an investment piece. This is definitely one of the few new Japanese items I would say you could purchase as an investment piece, because I guarantee you the price tag. By the way, this is a retail price tag, what it retails for. I guarantee you this could easily be over $200. So for anybody interested, I would hold it. But now, if you want to open it and play with it and set up the figure, that's up to you. But I'm just saying, this is a good investment piece for anyone looking to buy. And then finally, from Game Experts, the remaining of my credit, I got a box. I got a box full of Xbox One titles. Like, we got a whole bunch of random Xbox One stuff, like Shadow of Wars, Angry Birds. I don't have really Xbox One titles, so I was like, yeah, why not? You know, bunch of random stuff, like, you know, stuff that I could put $10. They'll sell pretty well. Now, will they take a little bit? Maybe, but they'll sell all right. You know, Advanced Warfare, Seal, Titanfall 2, Titanfalls, Watch Dogs, you know, Sparks, Thief, Valhalla, Hello Neighbor, you know, stuff that'll sell relatively well for $10. You know, and it fills up my Xbox One selection, you know, Dead Rising, Battlefield, Destiny 2, you know, Destiny 1, The Evil Within, Fallout 4, you know, Call of Duty Infinite War, FIFA 15, Plants vs. Zombie, more Destiny, Exaton, Rainbow Siege, Just Cause 3, Battlefront Deluxe Edition, FIFA 16, you know, bunch of stuff that are easily $10 a piece, and when I pay less than $10, I paid way less than that, so it is not bad. Now, granted, if I had a bunch of Xbox One titles, I wouldn't take this deal. I would be like, I have too much of this. But I don't have any Xbox One titles, so great way to stock up Xbox One titles. And a lot of these games mostly are the stuff that people would prefer to buy on Xbox One over PS4, because Xbox One players typically would gear towards these. If you kind of know, you kind of get it, right? But anyways, so yeah. Well, there's everything I picked up, and once again, thank you to Robin for putting on an amazing show. Thank you to Gabe for hooking it up on those games. Great seeing you, Christopher. Great picking up some of those Jap stuff, and always great working deals with game experts. So, anyway, and then the other two vendors. Thank you for the Here Comes a Pain. Anyways, remember, smash that thumbs up button. If you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Remember, as always, enjoy life. Keep on collecting, and we'll see y'all for another video.